This cube represents perfection, order, harmony, and wholeness. This illustration represents the way God intended life to be. A perfect God created a perfect world and placed perfect people in it. In the beginning, God, humanity, and nature all interacted in harmony. However, our current corrupt condition is because humanity decided to do things their way. In other words, they decided to get their hands into God's business and take control of the perfection. This is what the Bible calls sin. In the original language of the Bible, sin meant a corruption of original intent. When humanity assumed control, the original intent was corrupted. God and humanity were divorced. God could not be a part of anything corrupt due to the perfection of his very nature, which left humanity cut off from the source of life perfection and in chaos. In this confused, chaotic, and corrupted condition, we find ourselves suffering the consequences of sin, consequences that we live with each day. Natural disasters, immorality, disease, conflict with each other, and nature. These are all consequences of that original sin, the worst of which was immediate and perpetual spiritual death and eventual physical death for each human being, none of which we can reverse on our own. Knowing that it would be impossible for humanity to untangle the trouble they got themselves into, God decided to get his hands dirty by picking up the mess humanity made of life and reversing it. Since the human debacle in the Garden of Eden, God has been working a plan to redeem and restore what was lost. You see, this Rubik's Cube represents the sinful human condition. Expecting human hands to figure it all out and get life back to the way it was originally is just plain foolishness. Humanity can't fix this problem. The big picture of history and the contemporary world scream out that we can't do this on our own. We are continuing to make life more of a mess the longer we keep our life in our hands. So God's plan was and is to provide human beings individually the chance to put their corrupted and confused life into God's hands and allow him to work their life back toward what he originally intended it to be. This is the work of Jesus Christ. Through the cross, Jesus satisfied God's anger at humanity's sin, and now, because of the resurrection, Christ stands between God and humanity as the great mediator, who alone can untangle the twisted relationship between God and humanity. For the Christian, life will continue to be a struggle and often seem confusing and troubled. Each day will bring new twists and turns while living in this confused world. However, Jesus said that he would not fail to eventually make perfect every person who chooses to love Jesus Christ with all their heart, all their mind, and all their strength. In the meantime, during this life, the Christian can enjoy what the Bible calls the peace that passes all understanding, knowing that they are in the safe hands of Christ himself, who, according to Romans 8:28, will work all things together for them that love him. For the Christian, he promises this eventual result.